Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
What's going on, everybody? Hey, how are you? Repeat back with you for another Sunday night. That means it's time for the Sophia the Fierce / Justin Tough turn down for what? iRacing Truck Series race tonight, live from Texas Motor Speedway. That's right, we're down in Lone Star State shooting them off, and man, it's going to be a great time. As you can see, the race is going to be starting very late into very late into the afternoon, so which means we're going to transition on over into the night. And I'm going to guess there's just a little something wrong where with that qualifying clock, it's saying that there's like an hour to go. So I'm going to refresh my tools on this side and make sure that it's not a hiccup here, and we should start to see some trucks on track here momentarily. So there we go. All right, so a little bit better there. Definitely hope everybody out there is all right. Let's catch up with some of these racers and find out exactly, how they're doing and where they're at and all that. Let's show you some race info. And again, it looks like so far track temperature is going to be just about 77 degrees. I'm sorry, track temperature is going to be 80 degrees, air temp 77. Again, mile and a half long track here from Fort Worth, Texas. So there we go. Now you know. All right, there you see some times starting to stack up there on the scoring pylon. Let's see if we can't catch up with a few of these guys as they're getting it, getting the job done. Here is the 78 from the one and only Tyler Dohar. So far, it looks like about 19 guys have taken time there on the pylon. Honeycutt was the last one. I'm sure that was his get up to speed lap as Dohar comes across the start stripe right there. Looks like that was also his get up to speed lap because I don't see anything else there for him. So hope everybody out there had a great week and you're able to enjoy some football, whether your team won or not. Hopefully it was great all the same. All right, so Dohar coming in off of turn 4 across the start stripe to complete his first lap. And so far, actually, I don't see him. So I'm guessing maybe he's outside the top 20. We'll have to see how this lap works for him, or if maybe just the timing and scoring is running just a little bit behind. One way or another, I promise you, we'll get it. You'll see. Rock NASCAR already out there in chat saying good luck to all the drivers. Rock, we absolutely appreciate you and hope you and your driver John Honeycutt do well. How about we catch up with the 00 of Pacey Wygant here in his Sophia the Fierce Chevy Silverado, just now going into turn number 3. Go ahead and bring up your track map as well, so you can kind of keep tabs on where everybody is as qualifying goes along. There he goes. So Pacey Wygant up to the top of the boards. Top of the boards with a 30-30. So hey, 30-30 is great for hunting. Hey, how about down here in the great state of Texas? You know how they definitely love their hunting. But yeah, good job by Pacey Wygant so far. Jeff Lednam looks like his qualifying lap in this number 37 National Guard Toyota is all complete. We'll check in with Connor Cunningham now in this number 46. And Connor's usually very, very quick. We'll have to see how it goes. That is a big negatory. I don't need any kind of promotion. I don't buy followers. I don't buy any subs or anything like that out there in Twitch land. No, thank you. All right, so looks like, if I'm seeing this correctly, everybody went out and put down a qualifying lap. And it looks like we're going to have a field of about 30, about 30 some odd strong. Not too shabby. Fairman says, just ban it. It's a bot. Yep, absolutely fair. Good luck tonight, Mr. Mensch. Definitely catch you out there. Commando Griff says, number 8, Shad Swatsworth, my pick to win tonight's race. He's always been really good here. And you know what? I can't go against that. Shad is good everywhere he goes. All right, so let's get on up to the front. Let's go ahead and pull up your grid right now. There we go. So Pacey Wygant, as we saw in that 00, he's going to be on pole. Byron Jones to his outside in that double deuce. The 78 of Tyler Dohar. So I guess that was just a scoring pylon issue with Brad Herman in the 85 to his outside. Shad Swatsworth is going to start P number 5. Definitely thinking about him and his brother tonight. Justin Aniscock to round out row number 3. Row 4, Evan Knopp. Very, very strong race last week with Josh Taylor to his outside. Row number 5 is going to be the 46 of Connor Cunningham and Andrew Chapman. Row 6, Chris Stange and Gary Huffins. And then behind these guys, we are going to have, as soon as the tools decide they're going to play well with others, and it doesn't look like they want to. All right, let's restart this one more time. Good times, I tell you. All right, we got that restarted. Let's see if it'll work well with me now. All right, survey says nope, it doesn't look like it wants to play well with others tonight. So unfortunately, I won't be able to go through the entire field. Looks like there might be a little bit of an issue with the tool to bring the full broadcast. Hopefully, that is the extent of the issues. It just will not scroll through through the rest of qualifying. So, but there you go. That's going to be your top 12 with Pacey Wygant setting a burner lap at 30 seconds. That's not too shabby to get around this place. So let's go ahead and take that away. And again, big congratulations to Pacey Wygant, Byron Jones, Brad Herman, Tyler Dohar, Shad Swatsworth, Justin Ascock, Evan Knopp, Josh Taylor, Andrew Chapman, Connor Cunningham, Gary Huffins, and Chris Stange. Go ahead and knock out your top 12 as we're going to go ahead and bring it on over to the scoring pylon. There you see, I'm sorry, to the start stripe. There you see the trucks coming off turn 4. Barney's got his green flag up. Let's get ready to roll.
Green.
Green flag from Texas. Coming off turn number 4 and through the tri-oval, looks like Pacey Wygant is going to go ahead and be able to lead that first lap. You saw the 78 of Tyler Dohar really starting a little bit of a challenge on the bottom side, but it was Byron Jones coming from the high side in that double deuce right now, sitting P number 2, that was able to lock down that position. So great job by those 4. You see the 85 there also of Brad Herman. Brad Herman last week said, hey, I'm just here trophy hunting. Well, he decided to come on back right now, sitting P number 4 and doing one hell of a job. So maybe, who knows, maybe we'll see more of Brad. I've known Brad for several years going back to the console days, and he's absolutely one hell of a racer. All right, so let's kind of get in a little bit closer with these guys, see exactly what's going on. We'll go through the field step by step just a bit, and kind of reintroduce you, try to show you some of these great battles, which I'm sure we'll be having, such as the battle right here for the 57 of Josh Taylor and Chris Stange to his outside. It looks like it's going to be the 46 of Connor Cunningham, just trying to see exactly which line is going to move, where he needs to go in order to advance his position, as now it looks like about the top 12, top 13, all up along the boards, going down the backstretch, basically carrying a whole lot of momentum along that wall. Still these two side by side with Connor right behind. Couple spots back, you see Andrew Chapman in this number 55 and a 187, or no, I'm sorry, an 87 rather, for Davey Weaver, and Gary Huffines right behind him in that 51. Then we got John Ross a little bit further back, and as you can see, everybody doing their thing, trying to make up whatever spots they can, taking every little bit of momentum that they've got to move on up as well. There's a little bit of a battle also between the 37 of Jeff Lednam and James Mensch to his outside. Looks like 38, he's going to be able to go ahead and take that spot. That's Mike LeBlanc. still great battles going on all over the place. Let's go ahead and actually check in from the chopper view. You can really get a great shot of all of the traffic all the way around this 1.5-mile speedway in Fort Worth, Texas. So far, 8 laps in, all caution free. Hopefully, we're not gonna, I would have some wood if I had some wood rather. I'd go ahead and knock on it. Stone Dage. 420, thank you very much for the follow, as well as Alpha York, thank you very much for the 33 bits, sir. Absolutely appreciate it. And whether you're out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or iRock TV through Roku, welcome aboard. Again, this is the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series, powered by Sophia the Fierce and Justin Strong. I tell you, after last week's race, there was actually a journalist that caught wind of what turned down for what was doing for Justin out of Georgia and put out a little bit of a clip. That clip saw over 2,500 views, so I'm glad to know that turned out for what able to do just a little bit of their part to help a boy that was unfortunately, mauled by a few dogs, and they were showing images that I did not want to put out there on stream, but just know if Justin's family's out there turned out for what continues to think about him. Same thing with Sophia. And I'll tell you what, she had the time of her life last week at a Bills game. She was handed a pair of sneakers that were signed by Kyer Elam in the number 24, one of the pictures that we've shown several times. She got to go down on the field and hang with the team a little bit, and I got a Bills jacket. I'm a huge Buffalo Bills fan. Unfortunately, Bills didn't do that well today against the Bengals. But just know again, Sophia's family, if you're out there still thinking about her as well. All right, back up top, no changes. Pacey Wygen, Byron Jones, Brad Herman, Evan Knapp, still your top 4. And Justin Hanescott kind of creeping in there. Right now, P number 5, but top 2. Looks like we might have a battle for the lead as a top 2 trying to break away. Byron trying to look low. Will this be the lap that he's able to get it? Double O had to go up high, up off the corner. Looks like 22 tried to turn underneath them. Just not enough ponies to get that Silverado going up and off the corner. But so far, doing all right. Commando Grubb says, how many trucks are out there tonight? Commando, tonight there are 33 trucks. Talking about from first being Pacey Wygen all the way through last place, Brandon Burt. There you go, bud. 33 trucks around 1.5 mile speedway, Fort Worth, Texas. They say the stars shine bright here at night, deep in the heart of Texas. Well, we'll see that nighttime transition as the race goes on, and it's gonna be amazing. In fact, let's go on up to our blimp view. Take a look at that sunset. How about that? I mean, absolutely beautiful here. Gotta keep the hot wives happy. There you go. Happy wife, happy life, happy spouse, happy house. That is what they say. There you go. Get her done. All right, let's check back in here. Oh, Larry the Cable Guy. I have no idea where that came from, but all right. Tyler Doar and Josh Taylor. Josh, I tell you, last week Josh Taylor put in a ton of practice laps for Darlington, and I felt so bad for the guy because he did not have the race that he deserved. Got caught up in a wreck very, very early and ended up going on, just not able to repair the truck in any kind of quality time that would have where he would have been able to make up spots as the race went on. It was just too many down. So he packed it up and got ready for Texas. Here he is, and he's battling with one of the best. Tyler Dohar, really good at saving fuel and his resources on that number 78 Filter Time Silverado. Definitely looking forward to seeing where Dohar is as the night goes on. Last week when I first talked about Dohar, he was mired about mid-pack, and I said don't count this guy out. He'll be there when it matters, and he proved me right yet again. Right behind them, you see the number 8 for Shad Swatsworth, and is Johnny Morse, Bass Pro Tracker Silverado. Another one that does very well here. In fact, I think Commando Griff or Chris Murphy, one of the two, picked the 8 to get it done tonight. Very good at Texas so far. Shad, he's down 2 spots from where he started. A long way to go. As you can see, next time by we'll start lap 20 of 110, so 90 plus laps to go here from the Lone Star State. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Tell you what, let's actually take a moment, since we've got a pretty good green flag feel, and as you can tell by the track map in the top right hand corner, there's a little bit of separation. Usually when that happens, we've got a little bit of separation between each. Then the only thing that may hurt these trucks is just some good old dirty air. So let's start up front and let's go through the field. Why not? All right, so let's pull up the right shot here and let's do our thing. There we go. From Scio, New York, the 00 Sophia the Fierce Silverado for Pacey Wygett. Pacey started on pole, so far able to hold off any challengers for that top spot. Good job, Pacey. Keep it rolling. Brad Herman right now, P number 2 in this Target Axe machine. He's up 2 spots from where he started, so I'll have to see. And I said Pacey so far had held off any chargers. Here we are, battle side by side. Did Pacey burn up his stuff in the 85 holding on? Or look at his move back on the outside. 00 hanging strong. These two still side by side going down the backstretch. Momentum should be up on the high side, but going into 3, we'll see if the 85 is able to complete the pass. And so far, looks like it will be the 85's race. Not yet clear, just all over that right rear quarter panel. Into 1, this should be the way. Oh, Pacey again, huge on that throttle. 85 again, drifting up just a little bit. Pacey sees him, moving up towards the wall a little. You see the double deuce of Byron Jones up there kind of floating around with that 00. Who's it going to be, though? Who's going to have the advantage? Will it be the 85? The 85, the 00 and 22 are teammates, so I think the 22 is probably going to stick in the draft of the 00, try to give him just a little bit of a push. But this is 2.5 laps now that these guys have been side by side. Again, 24 of 110, neither of them willing to give. The 00, he's going to wear down his tires a little bit more because he's got to get back in the throttle a little bit sooner. And actually, that's not the 22 behind him. That's actually the 13. Whole lot of side drafting. Absolutely agree, Commando. Absolutely agree. Great battle here. I want to keep going through the field, but man, this is a hell of a shot. Look at this. Look at this. Looks like 00 is going to be able to hold off. Like I said, hold off the challenge. And 85 is going to stay P number 2. P3 talking about the 13 from Kenai, Alaska, from Justin Anasagok in this Thor Sport truck. Doing all right. P4 is going to be Evan Knopp in his number 36 Toyota Venmo machine. So far, Evan is up 3 spots. Again, sitting P4. P5, talking about the 57 of Josh Taylor, also up 3 spots in his HendrickCars.com machine from right here in North Carolina. Talking about Goodyear, Arizona. Pit cycle is starting, says Bowling. So Byron Jones in this double deuce. You hear him get out of the throttle. You're right. All right, so we'll save that, and we'll go through here in just a little bit. But yeah, more and more going to come on down pit road right now. So Brad Herman will inherit the lead. Justin Anaskok, Andrew Chapman, Davey Weaver, Pacey White, James Mensch, Chris Weaver, Rodney Ayers, Mike Allen, and Austin Collins all on pit road right now. '85 is going to come down one lap later, try to get that Energizer machine woed up and slowed up. There's 36 and the 57 of Josh Taylor right behind. So Boeing says 00 spun it coming on to pit road. He's talking about Pacey Wygen. So Pacey a little bit further back here as he's going to go ahead and from what it looks like, be able to hold on to some position because that nope, that's not the 13. That's going to be the 44, I believe. 94, rather, of James Mensch right behind him. So, yeah, lost quite a bit of track position. Tricky pit road to get onto. Absolutely. If during the run you make any kind of adjustments, if you adjust your brake bias or any bit like that, and then you have to get on the brakes to slow it up and whoa it up for pit road, the chances of you making that truck loop around are very, very good. So Pacey might have had to make some adjustments, but during that whole first green flag stint, he held off every single Charger, and he was able to lead about 24, 25 laps as we continue to go on through. Tyler Doar, Shad Swatsworth, Connor Cunningham, and Kane Lee now on pit road. So we're going to go ahead and pick up with a new leader, talking about the 13 of Justin Anasigok with the double deuce, old Byron Jones, right now sitting P2. It's right where he started. Byron, I believe I did say he went down pit road. And yeah, he did also come down pit road on lap 26. All right, with this pit cycle going on, let's go ahead and switch on back over to our scoring pylon. That way you guys have a better view and what the gap is between each. And when I mentioned earlier, as we started to go through the field, that there were a lot of guys out there that were, just in a long train, long line of coming around the bend here at Texas. I got to stop doing that. They were mostly, for the most part, all in the draft of each other. Well, look what those green flag pit stops have done. Now you see them all spread out throughout just about every bit of this 1.5-mile track. So pit road, always the great equalizer. You got to be aggressive yet careful getting on the pit road so you don't loop it around like the 00 did. You got to make sure that you carry max speed to your pit stall without speeding. Get into your pit stall without shorting it or passing it, so where you don't have to slowly pull up a little bit more or back up a little bit more. And then, of course, get out of your pit stall without spinning the tires too much, getting as much grip and as much speed as you can, as quickly as you can, to not lose any track position. So, yeah, getting onto and off of pit road, there is a lot to it. And the best always get it done. And, they say the cream rises to the top. Well, both of these guys in first and second pit on the same lap. Justin Anaskok and Byron Jones. Pit times 14:75 for Justin, 14:47 for Byron. So Justin able to leapfrog just a little bit. Yeah, Commando, it would absolutely be great to see Byron come on up here and grab a truck win. He does have a truck win in an all-star race here in turn down for what? Last season, they Kurt Swatsworth had the idea to put the Xfinity and trucks all at Talladega at the same time, and Byron Jones able to go on and win that race in his deuce, I believe, at the time. I believe he was just running the number 2. But yeah, so far doing all right. You see the 13 still right ahead of him, and tell you what, the 85 of Brad Herman still up 1 spot, sitting P3, showing that he's not going anywhere tonight. He was trophy hunting last week. Looks like he's back again to try to get it done one more time. Evan Knopp, again, he had a huge week last week, led all kinds of laps, and here he is again at Texas, showing that he's got the speed to contend. Chris Stange a little bit further back in the 72, and his Ford F-150 up 6 spots, sitting P number 5. What do you say we try to go through the field again now that we have even more separation? But I'll tell you what, that pack going into turns 3 and 4, and now coming off of 4, that's a pretty decent sized pack. So we'll see what that's all about. But let's start that one more time if we can. So we talked about the 13 from Kenai, Alaska. I believe we got to Byron Jones from Goodyear, Arizona, the paint and designer for Jones P&D, again sitting P2, right where he started. Brad Herman, we talked about him, as well as Evan Knopp. 72 of Chris Stange, Mid-Atlantic Motorsports from Athol, Massachusetts, up 6 spots, sitting P5. Like I said, Tyler Dohar, he's down 3 spots in P number 6 from Walbridge, Ohio. But you can imagine that this Elite Performance Industries 78 will continue to work his way through the field all night long. Andrew Chapman back here in this number 35 Toyota TRD machine, up 3 after starting 10th. And I imagine if he can get just a little bit more track position, get back into the draft of others, he'll be right there as well. Josh Taylor in the same spot that he started with, right along with the truck behind him, Connor Cunningham. Again, Josh Taylor from the great state of North Carolina. Connor Cunningham in this number 46 Tank Racing machine. Kind of caught a little bit of the grass there. Had to catch it, but I'm sure Davey Weaver in this 87 from Louisville, North Carolina, had to flinch just a little bit as he tags the wall. Shatz Wadsworth back here in this number 8 Tracker Boats machine from Clearfield, PA. Shat, again, if your family's watching, just know that I'm definitely thinking about your brother. Pacey Wygett, we talked about him, and we were made aware of his issues getting on the pit road. Sophia the Fierce, though, still riding along, and Justin definitely keeping him strong from Sile, New York. John Ross back here, Bully Dog Coffee, Bell Buckle, Tennessee. I'll tell you what, this coffee is flat amazing if you get a chance. Bully Dog Coffee. James Mensch back here also from New York State, and this number 94 Spotify machine at 56 of John Honeycutt, all over the back end of that Toyota. I think he might have just shared a little bit of the black paint on the front of that Silverado. Going to try to maybe look low, see what he can do. John Honeycutt, though, from Orlando, Florida, he looks like he is going to be able to go ahead, dive on under, and attempt to make the pass. Going across the start stripe. And, man, what a great little battle there. Chris Weaver back here in this myfox8.com. Chris Weaver is actually a photojournalist from North Carolina. He's been doing a few pieces here lately on all the upgrades that have been done to North Wilkesboro, getting the track ready for next season's NASCAR All-Star race. That's going to be a whole lot of fun. Cannot wait. I know tickets are going to be great, but I'm sure the people in that area will not miss the traffic. Bowling says, great battle for the lead, top 4 under a blanket. So we'll stop right there with Jeff Lednum, P17, and let's check in with this battle. Thank you, Bowling. Yeah, 33 trucks is a lot to go through, a lot to try to cover. But yeah, this is one hell of a battle. 85 of Brad Herman able to get underneath the 13 of Justin Anasagok. Justin going to go ahead and just tuck right in, and man, no clear leader as of yet. Justin hanging tough all over the right, or the passenger side, if there was such a thing, on these trucks. Open up the wheel, let the 13 eat. He's going to have a little bit more momentum up on that high side. Looks like the 36 of Emmett Knopp going to go ahead and roll with him, but a whole lot of bottom right in front of Byron Jones Going to see that 36 duck low. That's going to help the 85 and shove him through the tri-oval. 85 is going to be able to take the lead. Still not completely uncontested. Griff, I couldn't agree more. Brad Herman has been a force here and turned out for what in the past, and absolutely great to see him again. It's always great to see people come home. All right, so there is your top four all in one shot. 85, 36, double deuce, and the 13 for Justin Anscock. So these guys still moving on. Murphy says Shad has cut 2 seconds off and is closing in. Very, very good on the long run. Right now, Shad Swatsworth back here in P number 9 in this little hornet's nest full of drivers. Looks like all being led by the 78 of Tyler Dohar. And his mirror absolutely being filled by many, many drivers. Bowling says those guys from 5th to 10th can't get in line. Yeah, that's exactly kind of what I'm seeing here as well, Bowling. But still, great battle. And another pit cycle starting. $51 laps in of 110. Once we get to 55, we'll be talking about halfway. And man, it's great to see 30 plus trucks out here on track, like Commando Grip just said. And yeah, it's actually that Grip. Hold on. Yeah, it was Grip. Yeah, 30 plus trucks. Yeah, you're not kidding. 72 is going to try to go around the high side. 8 still hanging right there. There's the 57 of Josh Taylor. Here's the name that y'all will remember. Old More Smoke from back in the day with the 46 right behind him. So if the 57 can follow the 8, keep up with that pace, Josh Taylor could be in for another great night. Justin Anscock on pit road. As some just said, there he is pulling it on down for 4 brand new Eagle Fuel Goods. Going to go ahead and fill it up with that Sunoco E15 fuel. Come on back out and do his thing. Looks like he's going to be able to pull right into his box. Didn't short it. Didn't go too far in. And as you can see, the truck already going up. So that's going to still leave Brad Herman and others out here with the lead. You see the split, more going on in pit road, others kind of staying out for maybe another lap or two to maybe gain some points. There goes the 8, there goes the 57, and more. Oh, hold on, wait, good job, good save. You see the troubles that those that try to gain, get on there too aggressive, as you see our leaders come on down pit road. That was Brad Herman in that target machine. There's the 72. Everybody getting a little slideways, trying to whoa it up and slow it up right at that commitment cone. Good call, Bowling. At the pace some of these guys are coming in, you'd think it'd be under caution, but not so much. Bump that brake bias back up, fellas. Absolutely. So Tyler Dohar now out here with the lead. He's yet to come on down pit road. This man is amazing at saving fuel. So I'm sure he'll be down, but it's going to be another couple laps. He's hoping, and he got this lucky break last week. He stayed, or if not last week, the week before. He stayed out. We had a caution from somebody getting on the pit road. It all worked out in his favor, and he was able to inherit the lead even after the stop. Here comes that 78 now. There's the 46 of Connor Cunningham. Also, Shad Swatsworth is on pit road. So is Josh Taylor right there in the 57 and other company. Looks like the fuel window, I would say, between 25 and 27 laps, if I had to guess, bud. All right, so now with Dohar and Connor Cunningham, man, looks like Byron Jones in this double deuce. He's going to be able to go ahead and inherit the lead, and he has also pit. He actually pit about 4 laps before some of these other guys try to get out there on those new tires, make up some time. Those new tires make you feel like Superman. So he was able to come on down a little bit early and carve out a 1.1 second gap between him and Evan Knopp in P2. Chris Stange, Chapman, and Dohar, your top 5. But look at that, Dohar going from the lead all the way back to about 10 seconds back. But with newer tires, Dohar will be able to come on through. All right, so let's actually go ahead and have a little crank it up session. We'll jump on board with the double deuce and take a couple laps around Texas Motor Speedway so y'all can see exactly how Byron is navigating this track, where he's turning in, where he's getting off the throttle, where he's getting back on. Let's go. All right, so how about this Evan Knopp? I tell you, there was a good second and a half back to second place, but Evan has all but run down this double deuce for Byron Jones. Caution's out. Caution number 1 on lap 63 of 110. Looks like Kane Lee is going to have something to say about this. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened with Kane. Way in the back, looks like in his number 54 Toyota TRD machine. Here is Kane as he's still sideways, sitting down on the apron in his Good Sam Toyota. Let's see if we can go back, find out what happened. Looks like Mike Allen might have had something to do also as the caution continued. But let's see if we can find out what happened with Kane. All right, so play it out here. There you see Kane in the 54. He's about to get under the 88 for Mike Allen. Mike in that Justin Tuff Silverado down low. As the 88 come down, does the 54 wash up? Do they meet in the middle, going for the same real estate? What happens here? Oh no, just the 88 come down, send 54 hard into the outside wall. And boy, Good Sam is not so happy right now. Kane came back into the inside wall also. That's going to be a lot of damage, and there are no fast repairs here in turn down for what? So both of those trucks heavily damaged. And geez, Justin Tuff still though hanging tough, big smile on his face. I'm sure Mike Allen had to tow. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. Absolutely great long run. Absolutely. Can we get a great aerial view there? Well, let's see what we can do. All right, so you want an aerial view? How about there we go. Let's try it from here and we'll play it. There you see Kane Lee coming underneath the 88, getting close and close to that grass. 54 going to go ahead and throw it into turn number 1. Oh, God, that hurts. That hurts. Bowling, it's your call, sir. There you go. Let's go ahead and bring it back live. That was real time, though, from the inside TV camera. All right, so Evan Knopp is our leader. Let's see if we can maybe find Evan right quick and have a quick word with him. He's definitely had a very fast truck. No, I don't see where Evan is available. How about Chris Stange? No, Chris Stange isn't available either. So none of our top 2 right now are available to chat. So yeah, that was definitely a very hard wreck. How about maybe Jeff Lednam? Well, it looks like we're not going to be able to pull any of these guys. At least those top 3. Oh, no, there's Jeff Ledham down in Hard Luck Racing. Well, maybe if he's still somewhere around the top like he is right now for the next caution. If we happen to have another caution, we'll go ahead and pull in. We'll try to pull in. Let him. Oh, you're right. Evan is down under hard luck also. Well, maybe next time. He's been fast. I don't think Jeff or Evan. I'll get it right one of these times. I don't think Evan will be going anywhere anytime soon. Field of 33, now possibly 31 trucks after that hard hit between the 88 and that Good Humor machine on the backstretch. Very, very unfortunate, but we're about to set them loose again. Going into turn number 3, again, you see the lights atop the pace truck are out, and row by row, all the way back. Everybody loves a little bit of Texas. All right, see the pace truck dive off. There's our field coming through turn 4, entering the tri-oval. Green flag's out. Let's go. So Evan in his 36 Venmo machine, he's going to be able to lead that green flag lap. So it's going to go ahead and set him apart. He's going to have all kinds of clean air on the hood of that Toyota machine. As look like Chris Stange back there in that 72. He's now going to go ahead and try to battle for position with Jeff Lednam in that 37 on the outside. Chris going to be able to go ahead and take it low, move him on up to P2. Up 9 spots so far on the night, and he continues to motor along. P4, Benjamin Staples, newcomer here, 2 turned down for what in his deuce, and so far, hey, having a pretty good showing. Connor Cunningham in P number 5, actually now up to P4, but Ben Staples up 23 spots to sit P5. He may not have come down for fuel or tires, but hey. When you're maybe banking on another caution, maybe staying out is what you need to do. But if this race should go green flag for very long, he's more than likely gonna drop like a rock. You just can't carry the same speed off the corner on 4 older Eagles than you can with 4 brand new ones. Actually, the 2 did pit on lap 50. Actually, yeah, the last time he pit was on lap 54. So the leader, second, third, fifth, and more people that pit on lap 64 really starting to move on up through the field. The first one being this driver right here, talking about the 46 of Connor Cunningham. He's just going to be able to carve his way through the field right along with Byron Jones in that double deuce. Byron last pit on lap 64, so he's going to be able to continue to motor his way through. He was in the lead by pitting earlier, was being challenged for the lead earlier. So now he's got 10 lap fresher tires. He'll be able to work his way on through. Absolutely, Bowling. Mark Morton out there says, love and miss you, P, and the rest of the Turn Down for What family. See you guys next weekend. Mark, We got a 33 truck field out here, but it would have been good to see you make 34. But hey, man, life and family first. We'll see you next weekend. I promise you. Speaking about next weekend, what do you say we go ahead and take a look at the schedule for Turn Down for What, so you know where we'll be in the coming weeks. There you go. So again, tonight in Texas, 110 laps here at the Lone Star State. Next week, we're going super speedway racing at iRacing Super Speedway, and you can bet that where you can absolutely go without question 7 laps or 7 lanes wide. You can bet that we're going to see a lot there. That track is so much fun. If you've never seen iRacing Super Speedway, think about Martinsville and throw it away. The only thing we're going to take from Martinsville is the shape. It's a very, very long 3-mile super speedway banked greater than Talladega or Daytona, where we're talking speeds in excess of 230 miles per hour in these trucks. It's going to be a phenomenal time, and I definitely hope to see you there. Well, we were keeping an eye on the 22 of Byron Jones as he carved his way through the field, being the first one on the new tires, and it didn't take him too long to work his way through traffic, and it looks like he brought the 78 of Tyler Dohar right along with him. So good run by those two. Evan Knopp, that was leading, right now sits P number 3, but more and more that pit on lap 64 are starting to work their way through, like Andrew Chapman, John Honeycutt, Chris Stange, and so many others. Vroom vroom, good to see you out there, buddy. One and only HD Motorsports in the house, bud. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out. Definitely appreciate it. Got a 33 truck field live tonight from Texas Motor Speedway with the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series, still supporting the one and only Sophia the Fierce, a 9-year-old little girl from New York State battling cancer, as well as Justin Tuff, a Georgian unfortunately mauled by 3 dogs, and still showing our support for those two. But right now, Byron Jones and Tyler Dohar sitting first and second. Evan Knopp, P3. John Honeycutt back here, P4. Andrew Chapman in P number 5. And Pacey Wygett, P6. Chris Stange, James Mensch, Josh Taylor, Oldemore Smoke, sitting P9. And Jeff Lednam, Mike Honcho, the name you know, to round out your top 10. So the sun has set on Texas Motor Speedway, Lone Star State track now under the lights. Let's go ahead and take a look at this place. There you see it all lit up, looking pretty good. You see the big old, I believe that screen is called Big Haas here at Texas, and there you see them all going down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. I'm sorry, 1 and 2. No, yeah, 3 and 4 about to come across the start stripe. But man, what a beautiful facility at night. You can barely see or vaguely see the cars and campers off the top right-hand side. Sky is just a little bit of pink and purple as the sun has set. I agree with you, Commando. Great recovery by the Double O after looping it around on pit road. So back up to P number 4 as he gets on by the 50 of John Honeycutt in his Makita machine. Absolutely doing all right. That just goes to show, if you're good at a track, if you just have a knack for it, or whatever you've got for a track, you can work your way back on through. And I believe that he came down on lap 65, 1 lap later than some of these others for his tires. So newer tires working their way through the field. Yeah, Bowling, I would imagine those that did not pit under that caution would have to come down sooner than the rest. Looks like Evan Knopp on pit road. Jeff Lednam is on pit road. Chris Stange, Chris Weaver, and caution's going to fly. Looks like this caution is going to have something to do with Mike LeBlanc and possibly one or two others. But yeah, yellow flag number 2 is out for the evening. So let's switch things up here just a little bit. Yellow flag number 2 sitting here on lap 85 of 110. Only the second caution on the night. But let's see if we can find out what happened right here. Let's go ahead and switch up to a better view. And let's find out what happened with Mike. All right, there he is in that 38 Kellogg's Pops machine. Really nobody immediately around him. You see the 87 come up. Is there going to be an issue between the two? Looks like 38 down on the apron trying to whoa it up to get onto pit road. Yep, he loops it around, hits the inside wall, and because he's pretty much blocking the entrance to pit road, iRacing went ahead and threw the caution. There you go. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. But good thing is he didn't collect anybody else. So Byron, Tyler, Andrew, and many others down pit road. Brad Herman also just now entering pit road. Justin Aniscock in this 13. Looks like he is going to be 1, 2. He was the. That's right. He was the free pass truck. So this is going to be great for Justin Aniscock, old Rowdy, and I believe Evan Knopp may be able to inherit the lead. We'll have to see. Right now, it's showing Tyler Dohar back here in the 78 as the leader. Just going to wait on timing and scoring to see if that changes once everybody's able to come on down pit road. All those trucks ahead of the 78 there were not able to go down pit road. Either one or more laps down. Some could have been from damage. Others just could have been caught by caution. So we'll see how scoring shakes things out once everybody has had a chance to go on by pit road. There you go. Look at that, you hear that? Dohar's motor's completely cut. The man will save fuel at any possible chance or opportunity he gets. All right, let's see if we can't pull old Tyler Dohar in. I know that he's going to be down there with the Filter Time crew, and see if we can't have a very quick word with Tyler. Dohar, it's Repeat up in the booth, bud. You got a copy in that Filter Time 78 Silverado.
Hey, Pete, I got a copy.
How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Looks like you're doing better than I am, man. You're sitting P1. Looks like this caution might have fallen right into place. Here you're cutting that motor already. Any little bit of info you want to share, or just let's just shoot the breeze. Here we are in Texas, right?
Well, by hook or by crook, we're out of tires, so in case of a green-white checkered, I am making sure I have an insurance policy right now. But I think we're on the same tire strategy as those guys around us, the 22, the 35, the 50, the 00. I believe we're all in the same boat because that last caution we came and took tires, even though it wasn't too long after we had just pit. Was really hoping for it to go green there because I think it was just going to come down to Byron and I, but hey, we'll just have to make it interesting, try to hold them off here on the restart. I actually feel like I'm a little better on the short run than him, and he's a little better on the long run. So 22 laps puts us kind of right at the limit. So hopefully I can put him in some dirty air and make him work for it. But we're just going to try to see what we can do, and hopefully we don't get a late yellow because we're out of tires, so we ain't pitting no more.
I'll tell you what, Murphy out there in chat says 78 has some rear damage. You do have a little bit of a crinkle in the rear wicker. Hopefully everything can, but not too bad. I didn't notice it until I actually got to a side shot of your truck. But man, that filter time truck looks really good, really fast as always. We never count you out. Dohar, go get him, buddy.
Thanks, buddy.
You got it. All right, so we got him back with the rest of the filter time crew. And right now, that 78 is going to be breathing happy. Everybody, it will be behind him. 22 up high. Andrew Chapman, John Honeycutt, and Pacey Wygant will be your top 5. Everybody now going into turn 3, as you can see by the track map in the top right-hand side of your screen. One hell of a field here in Texas. They say everything's bigger in Texas. Well, how about a 33 truck field in the turn down for what iRacing Truck Series? Again, brought to you by Sophia the Fierce and Justin Strong. All right, Pace Truck's going to go ahead and pull off. Barney's got the field. Let's get ready to go.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag. Oh, looks like one caught the bottom apron and sent the 22 around. Caution's going to be out. So far, it doesn't look like Byron Jones really caught much damage. That might be a little bit of a shot to his pride more than anything. I'm not sure if that was John Honeycutt. Who was that shot up off the bottom? I think that might have been the 35 of Andrew Chapman that hit the apron and shot up into Byron's left rear. Sent him up track for the third caution here on the night. But let's go ahead and was it maybe a little bit of net code, or was there absolute contact? Let's go back and find out right now. All right, so here we go. Looking at the back end of the double deuce, coming to the start. Green flag. See the nose of John Honeycutt right behind, all the way down on the grass. And just going to go ahead and throw it into the bottom. He's going to nick that apron just a little bit. And, yep, absolute contact. That's going to send the 22 around. Luckily enough, though, Byron able to lock it down. Everybody else able to get around him. You see the 13 around. He also, Justin Anscock also spin. There's Evan Knopp in the 36. Able to woe it up and slow it up. No rear issues to the double deuce of Jones's paint and design. Silverado, man, that could have been a whole lot worse for him. Let's bring it back live. All right, so we talked to Tyler Dohar. I doubt anybody's going to be coming on down. Yeah, always something, man. Absolutely agree. I doubt anybody's going to be coming down to pit road this time. Let's see if we can find the one and only John Honeycutt. I know he's got the one and only Marty Hensley, Old Rock NASCAR, kind of spotting for him tonight. So let's see if we can pull Honeycutt up to the booth right quick. He's going to be down there in the Team FTR chats. Honeycutt, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You're sitting P number 2 on the outside of your buddy, the one and only Tyler Dohar. Can you get a shot on him without a black flag? What's it going to take to get up there and lead these laps, bud?
Hey, what's going on? I have no idea, man. I'm just kind of just learning and probably just going to pace it with Dohar here and just kind of work together. That was such a close call on that last wreck, so I thought I was going to hit Byron on that deal, but we survived, and here we are. I had no idea we were going to get up here like this. It's crazy. We're P2 now.
I'll tell you what. This usually I know you've got either Melody Woodworks or the one security company on the side of this 50 when we're talking about Shake and Bake Racing.
Yeah.
Usually there's some kind of a meeting behind all of your sponsors. Who is Makita?
Well, Makita. So the company I work for, Florida Rental, we use a lot of Makita stuff. So, and including here in my house, I use a lot of Makita. So I figured, and I know some of the sales reps from Makita, so I just figured, I just use them and give them a little bit of a shout out and appreciation.
There you go. There's usually with you that it's always something personal, and now we know.
Exactly. Yeah, everything is done for a reason. So either I know them, or they're family members, or it's part of the family business or something like that. So I just try to keep it all tied in together so everybody can enjoy if they do watch, and maybe put a little root out and cheer for Mr. Honeycutt here.
There you go, bud. All right. Well, I'll get you back down so you can continue to chat it up with the one and only Marty Hensley, Old Rock NASCAR. Good luck, sir. Keep the shiny side up, and maybe we'll be talking to you at the end of it for a great podium finish, as always.
Absolutely. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You got it, buddy. All right, so we get him back on down to Marty, and looks like we are all back double file, getting ready to roll one more time. Yellow flag is still out, so getting back double file a little early. Good to see. Either that or maybe they had to wave off the restart for a lap. Not 100% sure. Usually these guys are still somewhat single file. Saying that the scoring pylon was wrong, so try to cycle that through. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, definitely some issues up there, but that's all right. Let's see. We'll go ahead and we'll restart the timing and scoring program. There we go. 17 laps to go. Much, much better, right? All right, so let's catch back up with Dohar. As you can see them down the backstretch. Gonna set it off. 17 will be 16 laps to go at the line. All right, Barney's gonna have the field in view. Let's get ready to go back racing. Let's do it again.
Green, green, green.
Green flag.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution's going to fly. There's going to be caution number 4, I believe. Jeff Lednam is going to have something to do with this a little bit further in the back. Let's see if we can find out what happened with the one and only Mike Honcho. So far, it looks like he is going to be the only one, so it might be his self-spin. But let's go back and find out right now. All right, so on the restart here, that National Guard number 37, he's going to restart on the outside. He's got the 15 to his inside. There's the green. Let's go. Oh, a little loose and tried to catch it. Had to back out of the throttle. But it looks like he got rear-ended just a bit. When you're going those speeds and you're on the throttle going through the corner, the first turns, you're not out of the throttle. You don't have to check up really much, except if your truck's feeling a little loose. And when Mike tried to catch it, took a little bit of a shot to the back end, so the tailgate knocked in just a little bit, but not too bad. All right, go ahead and bring it back. So now Andrew Chapman sitting in P number 2. I don't believe we've talked to talked to this driver as of yet. See if we can find Andrew. There he is. He's actually sitting right there with a lot of these other guys. Let's go ahead and bring him on up. Andrew Chapman, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You're sitting P2 in this number 35 Toyota TRD machine. How you feeling about your night so far here in the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series at Texas? Andrew, you got a copy, buddy?
Hey, there we are.
There you go. I got you loud and clear. How are you, sir?
We're doing good. I feel bad for that contact with the 22, but he's cool with it. No hard feelings, and we'll see what we can do from here.
Yeah, a little bit of apronage, as some might say. Just kind of caught the apron a little bit with your left front. Kind of kicked you up track a little bit. A very, very slight contact, but again, the 22, when he got shot up a little, he didn't collect anybody else, didn't touch any wall. His 22 is unscathed for the most part, minus some track position. But here you are, sitting P2. You got Tyler Dohart going to be restarting to your inside. Pacey Wygant, John Honeycutt, and Shad Swatsworth going to round out the top 5 behind you. What do you need to do, or what has been the key to the restarts that you've heard from others tonight not to get that infamous black flag, or the black flag that has been plaguing lobbies for the last week or so with jumping too soon?
No, you want to try to stay even with the leader coming to the restart zone. Once you fall far back and he hits that zone, it's game over right there. You're a truck length back, so try to stay with him, and I've saved all I'm going to save 100% from here.
If we do happen to have one more caution, are you one of the guys that still has a set of Eagle Feel Goods in the pits, or are you all out and it's all out from here?
We are not coming back to pit road.
There you go. There you go. All right, Andrew, I'll go ahead and I'll get you back down with Ben Staples, Brandon Burt, and others. Good luck. Keep the shiny side up, and welcome to Turn Down for What, sir? All right, so got Andrew Chapman back down with several others, and man, it's gonna be an interesting shootout here. No pun intended, from Texas. Have to see what he's gonna be capable of. All right, lights atop the pace truck are still out. You got to wonder now, what is Tyler Dohart thinking? He mentioned earlier that he is out of tires, so he's not going to be coming down. I didn't ask John Honeycutt if he's got tires. The 00 had some issues earlier. What does he have left? So many others. Bowling says Shad has an extra set of tires in the pits. Also, we will see what happens with late caution, but if he comes down and others don't have any more tires, even though it only took Byron about 5 or 6 laps to carve his way through, would Shad have those same 5 or 6 laps to carve his way through to try to get back up top and pass those on older tires? We'll have to see. If you just joined, I am Pete Ruzick, best known as Repeat 1975, and welcome to Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Roku through the iRock TV channel. Welcome aboard. Down the backstretch for the last time before we go green. Last chance chat. Who do y'all have out there? Who's it going to be? Is Tyler Dohart going to be able to hold off Andrew Chapman, John Honeycutt, Pacey, or the charging Shad Swatsworth? Right now, Shad is back in P5, right where he started. So a lot that can still happen here with 11 laps to go once we get to the line. There you see him going through turns 3 and 4. Commando Grip says the 35 of Andrew Chapman is going to be the one to go ahead and get it done. There you see the green flag up. Barney's about ready to wave that rag. Let's go.
Green, green, green.
Oh, 35 hard up into the outside wall. Not exactly sure what happened there, but Tyler Dohart on the bottom side being pushed by the 8 of Shad Swatsworth. Scratch that, rather. That was the 50 getting pushed by the 8 of Shad Swatsworth. Side by side, and this is exactly what Dohart would want to see in his rear view. because as long as these two are side by side, they're not carrying the fastest laps. WT says need a Josh Taylor win. Well, how about Josh Taylor right now sitting P4 behind the 8 and the 50, wondering which line is going to go, or is he going to make his own line? He's going to try to throw it to the inside. 50's going to come on down, get underneath the 8, try to carry as little or as much speed as possible. He's going to get a little loose. He's going to have to check up, and that's going to allow the 8 to carry that momentum right along with the 57 and others. Here they go. Single digits, 9 laps to go. Shats Wadsworth, P2, 50, 57, 72, and that double O. 3 and 4 wide in the back. Can anybody catch Doar? Can Shad get up there? Will the 57 of Josh Taylor push the 8? Will that little bit of tandem work right now help to push them up to Doar? We were told earlier that the 8 just happens to have a knack for Texas Motor Speedway. Well, it's 8 laps to go. 57 pushing. The 50 of John Honeycutt behind. 8 possibly trying to break the draft, or both of them maybe working together to break the draft from the 50. 8 got into the corner, got a little tight. 57's going to try to look under. No room. They're starting to track down Tyler Doar in this number 1 spot. Can they get up there and do something with him? They say catching somebody is one thing, but passing them is something altogether different. But the 8 now is there. Oh, the 8 might have actually just used a bumper to push the 78 up, and it's going to be a wreck. Both the 8 and the 78 hard up into the wall. There you see the 50 of John Honeycutt. The 37, I think, as well right there. No, that's going to be the 72 on the bottom. And a couple others are going to have to go ahead and tow. They're going to have to go ahead and pit. Wow. All right, let's go on. Let's go back and see if we can find out how that all started. Let's go back with John Honeycutt real quick. All right, so John Honeycutt's going to have a pretty good point. But let's actually, we'll stay right here with Honeycutt, and we'll go ahead and play it from here. Actually, better yet, Josh Taylor in his 57, he's going to have an even better shot. Josh Taylor, P3, right behind the 8. Let's stop that, and we're gonna go ahead and rewind that, a little bit further. All right, let's go on up to the right front of the 8 of Shats Wadsworth. Here we go, and let's go ahead and play it from here. So it gives the 78 a little bit of a shot. And that's actually going to start off as a little bit of net code, unfortunately. There was about a good foot between the two before the wreck happened. Were they going to make contact? It's probable. But I don't think the 78 was willing to give up the shot. And I think the 8 saw the run he had and just could not let out. It is, wow. All right, let's go ahead and bring it back live. All right, so if we work our way back up front, we're going to be talking about the 57 of Josh Taylor. Lights atop the pace car are still on. So let's see if we can find Josh right quick. He's going to be down there in the Filter Time Esports group. See if we can have a quick word with our buddy. Okay. Josh, it's repeat up in the booth, bud. You got that coveted #1 spot. You got a little bit of damage on your right rear, but you've got all the clean air behind the pace truck. You've got Weeteezy out there saying we need a 57 win. Can you get it done or more?
We'll see, man. I'm gonna have to nail this restart. It's been a really long race, man. A lot of mistakes. I can't believe I'm even in this spot. So we're gonna try to get a good restart here, man. If we can't get a couple tenths on these guys and try to hold them off.
Matt Weed out there says, man, he's definitely pulling. He's been pulling for you since the very beginning of the race. Sure. You had a little bit of bad luck last week. You turned tons and tons of practice laps, got taken out early. You've been able to navigate your way around 33 other trucks all night long. But you know I'm always a fan. Good luck, go get them. You're gonna have the 72 Chris Stange to your outside, James Mensch, Evan Knopp, and Justin Anasigok to round out the top 5 behind you. It's all you, sir. You know we'll be pulling for you.
Thanks, Pete, man. Have a good one.
You as well. Bear with me 1 second. I'll get you back with your crew as soon as I can find the Filter Time Esports channel.
Yeah.
Where did he go? There he is. Okay. Good luck, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You got it. All right, so we're going to get Josh Taylor back a little early. That way he can really concentrate on what he's going to have to do here in these closing laps. As you can see there, we'll go ahead and bring your scoring pylon back up. Make sure that, I want to make sure we were back live. Bring your scoring pylon back up. We will have a green-white checker. Green-white checker, 57, 72, 72. Maybe trying to get in Olamore Smoke's head. But I've raced with this guy long enough. There is no getting in this guy's head whatsoever. All right, bring your track Mac back up. There you see, it looks like that's going to be truck 16 trying to catch up to the tail end of the field down the backstretch. But one more time around. One more. Can they do it? Lights atop the pace truck are out. 13, Justin Anasigok back up to 5th place. He's got a hot rod. But will Rowdy get Rowdy to get back up there for that W? Or will he possibly help Justin Anasigok go ahead and grab this W? Justin does have some damage to the back end of this truck, but it looks like his nose very, very clean. Get front end of that Silverado. The Ford F-150 is outside. You look at this field going all the way back. All right, coming off of turns 3 and 4, about to enter the tri-oval. Pace truck's going to make that left turn towards Albuquerque. Let's go.
Green flag.
Green flag. Green, white checker. Let's go. $57 on the bottom side, 72 up high. Will the 72 have anything to say about it? Will he be able to get back in the throttle and get going any sooner than the 57? Will the 57's damage hinder him whatsoever? Great battle still for P1. You see the 36 of Knopp back there in P number 4, the 13 of Rowdy. He's on some newer tires than others. If this was the final lap, the 57 was have it, but nope, that is just a white flag lap. White flag for all it's worth. Hashtag Sophia the Fierce. Hashtag Justin Tough. Right now, Josh Taylor holding Tough on that bottom side. Can he hold off any charges from anyone else? Will anybody use the bumper to get to underneath them? So far, the answer is no. For the last time, off of turn number 4. Doesn't look like the 72 is going to have anything to say about it. Josh Taylor or more smoke will win at Texas. Great finish indeed, Murph. Great finish indeed. Weeteezy says, boom! A lot of these guys are going to come on up and just give a little bit of a love tap to the tailgate. Congratulate the one and only Josh Taylor. A more smoke on the W. All right, Josh Taylor, it's all yours, man. Let's go ahead and clear the screen for you. Burn down the house. I tell you what, something interesting about Josh Taylor, he got on iRacing when the old NNR League on Xbox moved from console to iRacing, and he got in maybe about a week's worth of racing before his racing equipment was shot. And he wasn't able to go on out and buy a new wheel and do all that right off the get-go, and he was off iRacing for a while, but with the help of a lot of friends that moved over with him, he's been able to kind of work on his wheel settings, work on his brake biases. He's been able to do so much as he's pulling an old Alan Kulwicki dubbed Polish victory lap. He's going to bring it back to the Texas shootout start stripe, and man, big congratulations to the one and only Josh Taylor. A more smoke one more time. Got to pull it into the pit stall backwards. There you go. He's going to go ahead and shut it down. All right, guys, gals, we will be right back. We're going to have our top 3 live in the booth. Don't nobody go nowhere. It's going to be a great top 3. Josh Taylor, again, congratulations on the W. Chris Stange in P number 2 and Evan Knopp P3. Wow, what a finish. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. We've got our top three in the booth. Talking first, driver 36 up 4 spots in his Toyota TRD machine. Driver, man, I tell you, Evan Knopp, you've been very, very fast here as of lately, or maybe I've been absolutely blind, but it seems like you've been up front and very, very competitive as of late. Have you found some new settings that you've liked in your wheel or pedals, or where has this sudden surge of great finishes come from, sir?
Well, thank you. I honestly, I've been on iRacing now probably 2 years, so I think going to a track the second or third time helps. Also, I got a RAM upgrade on my computer. I was kind of afraid to do like league races and stuff, because I'd always be that blinking guy, you know?
Okay.
But ever since that RAM upgrade, it's eliminated the blinking for the most part, and everything just seems like a new game visually. So I'm sure that has helped too. But no, man, I've always been a race fan. I've always liked racing. Just now I got some experience at iRacing, and I think the finishes and the speed are starting to come together for me.
Absolutely, you led quite a few laps last week, and then again tonight. Great battle between you and Byron Jones. P3 yet again. Is there a track that is coming up in the near future that is going to completely suit your style? I mean, it looked like you were really, really good at Darlington last week. I mean, really good, very, very strong. Is that kind of your niche? Or is there a track coming up in the rest of the season where hey, that winner's circle's got Evan Knopp stamped all the way through it?
Well, looking at the schedule, the rest of the season, one race I am really excited for is the trucks at Knoxville. I think that's going to be really, really fun. Definitely, I don't know if I'll win it, but I'm gonna bring a fast truck that week and do all I can. Honestly, I thought my win this season before it started, I thought I'd get maybe Chicago and just certain Homestead, like certain tracks. I thought I had a good chance, and it just, whether it was a caution or getting caught up in some damage or something, just kept me from it. Today, I actually thought it was going to be my day. I just got in the lead, and the way the green flag runs were going, I felt good about if it had stayed green, I'd be able to be in a pretty good position. But the caution just came out once I got the lead, and then I made the decision to stay out. So I kind of fell back on old tires to 6th or 7th. And then again, I thought my fortune was turning around. I took a green flag pit stop, and the caution came out as I was getting tires on my truck. So it's like, oh, I'm going to come out first at the end of this. But it ended up being a lap down, and had to fight through traffic and avoid a bunch of crazy wrecks there at the end. It was wild. I'm sure it looked wild on the broadcast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. But when you talk about crazy wrecks and the cautions and whatnot, how about the first half or better of tonight's race? I believe the first caution didn't come out to about lap 65. And when you're talking about 30, we'll just say 35 truckers out here on a 1.5-mile Texas Motor Speedway track, that's actually a very, very good job by you and working. Old DW had a word, coopetition, where you're cooperating with your competition throughout the race. There had to be some great conversations through the sim. A lot of give and take for better than the first half. Congratulations on this third place. Any quick friends, family, sponsors you need to get out there, bud?
Well, first of all, my thoughts are with Papa Bear.
Yeah.
Heard an unfortunate incident happen, and I wish nothing but the best for him and his son. Also, you've been dedicating the season to Sophia the Fierce and Justin Tough. I think that's a great cause. So first of all, shout out all them. Also my teammates, Mike Concho. I know Benjamin Staples and Andrew Chapman had their first race this season. It's nice to see them.
Yep.
Brad Herman. But yeah, and to you in the booth, it's always, you're probably my my favorite iRacing broadcaster.
Oh,
and
thank you, buddy.
You do a good job with it. But yeah, it was a fun race. Like you said, it's pretty impressive to have 30 or so cars in a field and be able to go 70, 80 laps without a caution. I mean, that's pretty rare, especially these days on iRacing. So that's something to be proud of.
There you go. Couldn't have said it any better myself. Congratulations on this this bottom rung of the podium, but yet on the podium, it's going to be a pretty good points night for you. You're going to get obviously third place points plus a point for leading a lap. Congratulations, Evan.
Thank you.
You got it. All right, we're going to move on up to looks like Chris. Nope, hold on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, okay. I thought you had disappeared. To Chris Stange, driver 72. So we got a Chevy, then we got a Ford, and then we got a Toyota. So all three manufacturers being represented here from Texas. This ain't Michigan, where everybody really pushes for that. But yeah, Chris Stange, you turned down for what? This is your first season. Your mom's out there in chat. You're up 9 spots for your runner-up spot. Congratulations on a phenomenal race, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I wasn't too confident there with the way them cautions fell, but I was kind of on that same strategy with Evan and kind of worked out. We were able to keep some track position there at the end, and I just missed that last wreck. So thankfully I was able to finish, but had speed every week. Finally able to get up here on the podium and show that I can have it through the whole race.
Well, you had it through the whole race, and you really had one hell of a run. Is there just something special about Texas for you, or was this kind of an eye-opening race, saying, "Hey, man, I can get up there and compete with the top runners"?
Well, Texas has always been kind of a tough track for me. Honestly, I don't like this configuration. The old Texas is, I think, a lot more fun. But
I agree.
Yeah, as the race went on, I kind of found a little something there in the high line. It worked out a lot better when the tires got older, but just wasn't enough to try and complete that pass there. Honestly, I'm looking forward more to Pocono. Probably be the place I might be able to pick up a win.
Well, I tell you, the guy on the outside, traditionally on iRacing, has always had the hardest job because the leader is control truck. He's always going to be the one that's able to jump on the loud pedal first and get a little bit of a gap on second place. But when you add in the recent string of black flags, it's kind of made you have to be a little bit more standoffish getting on that throttle as well to make sure you don't hit that gas pedal before the leader. Otherwise, you get a black flag. You're being sent to the rear. So there's kind of two things. Yeah, there's two things going against you when you're restarting on the outside of the leader, and you did it. You did a great job. You restarted on the outside. You're able to bring it home P2. Moore was very tough to beat. He had a little bit of damage on the right rear of his truck, but in the end, he was able to hold you and several others off that were right there in a pack of 5. What more did you need to get up to Josh Taylor and possibly pass him or drag race him for the W?
Well, honestly, my best shot should have been to let him get just a little ahead of me coming out of 2 so I could make a move underneath him. I got such a good restart on him there, like you said, and I was on the outside, and I was like, I got to stay committed with it. Maybe I'll get a little of a push, or maybe he'll get a little loose, have to crack the throttle or something, and it didn't happen that way. That bottom line in 3 and 4 is just so dominant.
Yeah, the bottom in 3 and 4 is very dominant. And I think going back to what you said about the original configuration of Texas Motor Speedway, where both sides were equally banked, not one flatter and then the other one banked, I really believe that banking led to a lot of great races as the years were before things were changed around. But man, great battle all night long, and man, way to bring it home, runner up. Any quick friends, family, or sponsors you need to get out there, sir?
Oh yeah, let's see if I can remember everybody. Well, first Fueled Up Motorsports and Mid Atlantic Motorsports. They're a real good team, both of them to run with, and they give a lot of help. And then I get a lot of help from family. My mom, my aunt. If it wasn't for the financial help, I wouldn't even be able to race. So I definitely got to thank them. And then I got a few other sponsors. Let's see, Admin Box, Clark Heating and Cooling, Smith Home Buyers, Dubby. I think that covers everybody. And of course, a shout out to Mike and his family. Hopefully, everything works out well there. And um, you know, thanks to the league, everybody's brought me in. For my first season and really welcomed me in with open arms. And the racing's been great. So yeah, hope to make this a long-standing deal.
Well, welcome aboard, Chris. Congratulations, and I'm sure we'll see you next week when we get on over to the iRacing Super Speedway. That track's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of lead changes, and I'm sure you'll be one of them. Congrats again, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it. All right, so let's move on up one more time. Josh Taylor. Man, more smoke from back in the day. You're bringing that number 57 Chevy. Hey, how about that? Up 7 spots. Seems like 7's a lucky number for you. One more time. Sir, you're grabbing this W. We talked a little bit about the hiatus that you had to take from iRacing after we all moved over together from console. Your equipment kind of had a little bit of an issue. You had to take a little bit of a break. You got some new equipment. Here you are on iRacing, leaning on some friends to get you kind of caught up with the different changes that you can make in these fixed races. And here you are getting it done at Texas. This feels like the more smoke of old. Congratulations, Josh. One hell of a W, sir.
Thanks, Pete. Yeah, this was a good one. Thank God I finally won. Second is always good, man, but it just is a little sweeter to get first. Kind of got lucked into this one. I don't know if I would have had a chance if it would have stayed green there at the end. Yeah, really, really excited about the night.
Man, I mentioned 2 weeks ago because you had a horrible race last week at Darlington. You got wrecked out very early. The truck was not going to be recoverable in an amount of time to really be competitive towards the end because there's no fast repairs here in Turn Down for What. But prior to that, back-to-back weeks of runner-up finishes, and I said, man, you can only be a runner-up so long before you just got to crack that and get your W. Buddy, I'm glad. I'm hoping that was kind of foretelling your future. Talking about your future and the rest of the season as I go ahead and bring up the rest of the Turn Down for What schedule this season. We're going to iRacing Super Speedway next week, and that's going to kind of be our halfway through the season. Then we've got Nashville Canadian Tire Twin Ring over in Japan. So yeah, we're going to pack it all up and head on over to the land of fish, Knoxville, WWT Pocono, and then we're going to crown a champion at Rockingham on April the 2nd after 125 laps. Of those races, Josh, I know you're going to be great from here on out now that you kind of got your feet wet and what you can and what you can't do and what your limits are. Where do you see possibly win number 2 coming, and how close can you get to a championship bid, sir?
Well, I'm not quite sure like what the full schedule is, but I know there's a couple of road courses or a road course coming up, so I'm really bad at that. Definitely not there.
Canadian Tire? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Again, I just want to keep getting more and more experience. Hopefully we'll get another win. If we don't, we're gonna keep trying to compete for top 3s, top 4s. Just try to be there at the end. I don't want another repeat of Darlington. That was really disappointing. That kind of hurts my championship ballot, but Justin's got a pretty good points lead. Hopefully he can, if I can't get it done, and maybe him or Dohart get it, as a teammate. But we'll see. The Darlington really set me back, so I'm not too sure about the championship, but we'll try to click off some solid finishes from here on out. Maybe we'll get lucky with, they have a problem or something, and we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, a lot of racing yet to go. But if you think about the last, 4 races, second, wherever you finished last week at Darlington, and now first this week, Josh, I think you're going to be just fine. Congratulations again on this W here at Texas. Any quick friends, family, sponsors? You definitely had Wheaties out there in chat pulling for you from the very time the stream went live. He was all about you, man.
That's awesome. Yeah, I want to shout out the team. I couldn't have done it without them. When I first joined iRacing, Justin, he was the first person to really kind of walk me through everything, set me up, and he would spot for me, tell me what I was doing wrong and whatnot. And as of late, Tyler's kind of been doing the same thing, kind of, watching how I'm driving. They get that third person point of view. Telling me my mistakes, and then I'm pretty good at taking criticism. So I want to shout out the team. Mark, he wasn't able to make it tonight, but yeah, pretty much it.
All right, buddy. Well, again, big congratulations. Way to grab that dub and rebound very, very nicely. In Texas, it's been hard at times, but with 30, what I say out earlier, 35 trucks out here, that makes it all the more special and all the more better as far as points go for you. Congratulations, Josh.
Thanks, Pete.
You got it. All right, guys and girls, that is going to wrap it up here for the Turn Down for What iRacing Truck Series from Texas Motor Speedway. Lone Star State has been very, very good to these truckers. And again, we're still running strong with Sophia the Fierce and Justin. And we will continue to do so all season long. If you're out there on Twitch, please go on over to my About section. You'll see 2 pictures there. One picture, if you click on it, it'll take you right to Sophia the Fierce's GoFundMe. And if you click on the one next to it, that'll bring you right to her Facebook support page, where you can find all kinds of information about Sophia, merch that you can actually purchase. Just last week, I bought 2 hoodies, a sticker for the back of my rig, and I believe a t-shirt. Please go on over and support either if you can. Justin Strong out of Georgia, unfortunately was mauled by 3 dogs. Still undergoing surgeries and still on the mend. I did see some good news from him I want to say it was like 3, maybe 4 days ago, where he was up and walking around with a walker and support from the hospital staff and his family. So both kids seem like they are on the mend and doing everything that they can to get well, but obviously can still use your words and thought of support. Until iRacing Super Speedway, we'll see you around next week. Please do stay safe, take care of each other, and again, we'll see you somewhere around the track.